your greatest enemy. Can't say I've ever done that. Maybe MJ was right. Why would the city need me when it has you?
What's happening, y'all? It's IC. Y'all already know what it is. Back with another video. We're back again, addressing the Spider-Man to his woke people. You know, those clowns. Okay. We're gonna make this quick because this isn't gonna be a long video. Just want to debunk these idiots' arguments. So, why would the city need me when it has you? Okay, so people are completely misunderstanding the point of this line in the game, okay? Cause you know, as y'all know, Peter got the anti-venom suit after, you know, Mr. Negative and Miles went inside him and shit. And, you know, after they're done, you know, fighting the soldiers and everything, Peter says this. And of course, you know, all these fragile idiots have their panties in a bunch cause they're like, oh my god, I do it! Stop Copy! They're trying to replace Peter! You know, like Synthetic Man.
All of you can stop coping, seething, and dilating, claiming that Marvel's not trying to replace Peter Parker since he's a straight white male. Insomniac just straight up told you that Miles should replace Peter.
What?
They're trying to put Miles on a pedestal. They're trying to make Peter admit Miles is a better Spider-Man. Listen. Listen, y'all. Listen. You guys say all this, right? And I have to say, y'all anti-woke people are the king of just taking clips out of context and not analyzing why he said that and what happened during that moment. So, first off, before we even go into that, let's get something out of the way, right? For those people who are trying to say that, you know, they're trying to make Miles better than Peter or whatever, here's the thing that these people are conveniently leaving out. Who is the one teaching Miles how to be Spider-Man? Who? Is it MJ? Is it Harry? Is it Craven? Peter is the one teaching Miles how to be Spider-Man, okay? So when he says this line, it's not about him, you know, admitting Miles is better than him, right? Like all these people say it is. This is Peter acknowledging Miles becoming the hero that Peter is teaching him to be, right? Because look at this. As you can see, Martin Lee is, you know, he's turning himself in. He's like, you know what? You know, I was wrong. Look at this. Going to jail, turn himself in. Very wholesome scene. Look at him turn himself in. In the context of Peter struggling to balance his life between Peter and Spider-Man, right? Because in his mind, in Peter's mind, he always has to be Spider-Man, right? He always has to be the hero. He's like, you know, even though I'd like to live my life, even though I'd like to be Peter Parker, the city needs me, it needs a hero, it needs Spider-Man. Though, you know, he's the hero of New York and everything, you have so many elements that are impacted by this. MJ, his relationship with MJ, his ability to keep a job, right? His personal time. So when he sees, you know, Miles reform Mr. Negative, maybe I'm not as needed as much as I think I am, right? There's two of us now. There's two Spider-Men, right? Maybe I can have time to live my life. And I thought that's what y'all wanted. That's what y'all fans wanted for Peter, right? For him to live his life. And obviously, this was foreshadowing the ending of the game where Peter takes a break for a while because Miles says this.
I don't know. This city still looks like a two Spider-Man job to me.
Even here, he's like, yeah, even though he's capable of doing it, he's not that confident that he can do it. At least like Peter can. Because he's like, you know, I appreciate you, you know, acknowledging me, but I'm still not you, right? I'm still not you. So he's still not really confident, right? What you guys say is wokeism or whatever, them pushing Miles to the forefront. This is actually character development. Because if you actually paid attention to the story, Miles at the end says this.
I got this. All of it. Go be Peter Parker for a while.
Now, from where Miles was, you know, he wasn't really confident, to after, you know, defeating Venom, he's like, you know what? I got this, right? Peter's been suffering. He's been standing alone for so long. You know, let him go take his break while I continue Spider-Man, you know, for him and everything. The whole point of this scene is to establish that Peter is able to be Spider-Man and live his life when he needs to now, And Miles is now starting to embody the definition of what being Spider-Man truly means. Peter earned his break from being Spider-Man, and Miles earned his position to become Spider-Man. So again, and you know, for the people who say, oh my God, Peter taking a break isn't in his character. It's not in his character. It is absolutely in his character. He has had multiple arcs in the comics where he literally stopped being Spider-Man. You know, if anything, this gives Peter even more credit because he played a role in teaching Miles what being Spider-Man means. But you know, they don't do that part, right? They don't put that other piece of the puzzle in the equation. Just, oh my God, they're trying to make Miles better than Peter. And it doesn't help that, you know, you have all these, you know, gaslighting grifters trying to make it seem like, you know, Insomniac replacing Peter with Miles is just somehow a bad thing, like Peter hasn't earned it. I was seeing people on Twitter, people were just like, yo, why do people even care? It's just like, yo, you don't understand. These anti-woke YouTubers, they need people to care. Like, they need people to care. You know, because, you know, it's money, right? It's money. I'm going to tell you what, you know, what woke is now. Woke is literally a grift from usually a far-right section of YouTube, and I don't usually claim politics, but I'm just letting y'all know. It is a grift from a far-right section of YouTube that hates minorities, that hates black people. You know, they have to find things to be upset about. They have to find things I want you guys to keep in mind, regardless of whether it's actually woke or not. While normal people look at stuff like this and they're like, oh, okay, cool, you know, character development, it's not a big deal. You have this, you know, subset of, you know, basement dwellers and incels that just hate anything that's not straight and white, right? And I already said they're not gonna replace Peter. They're just retiring him. And when I mean replace, I mean, you know, killing him off and making Miles, you know, Spider-Man. They're not doing that shit, bro. Stop it. they're not doing it. Stop it. Okay? Peter literally had to witness his Aunt May die in the first game. He damn near had to witness Harry die. Why? Use your common sense, y'all. Why would they kill Peter off in the third game? Like, that doesn't make any sense. The thing, when it comes to the game trying to make Miles better than Peter, why is that necessarily a bad thing? Me, you know, you guys are like, oh my God, they're trying to make Miles better than Peter. Yeah. If I were a teacher teaching my student to do what I do, wouldn't I want him to be better at the job than me? Wouldn't I want him to be a better Spider-Man than I was? Like, I'm just, bruh, this is what I mean when I tell y'all these people don't use their common sense. You guys are constantly saying social justice and, you know, how they're trying to make him the main Spider-Man because he's black, or how they're trying to pander. You guys are so focused on, you know, the wrong thing that it's completely tainted your view on the story and on the characters. Like, I saw some comment saying how they emasculated Peter and Harry because they had Peter and Harry riding the little bicycles and MJ was riding the motorcycle at the end of the game. Like, bro, what? Bro, what? Those are two different scenes with very different context. How can you compare that? The logic of these guys is insane, bro. It's absolutely insane. Anyways, y'all, that's gonna be it for the video. Let me know what you guys think. Just wanted to make this video to clear up misconceptions when it comes to this. You know, why would the city need me when it has you? Because every time I make videos on how, you know, it's not woke and everything, they always bring up that scene. And again, if you're a normal person, you actually paid attention to the story, you're gonna look at that and be like, oh, okay, I see what they were trying to do. But, you know, anti-woke crowd always gotta find shit to complain about. Y'all already know how this shit is. Anyways, that's gonna be it. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace. Holy fuck, bro. Y'all call anything woke these days, man. Anything.